Hello and welcome to another update video about Natgas. So we're still waiting here for a trend reversal. It seems like it's putting the brakes in, pressing the brakes. I already talked to you about that in the last video a couple of days ago, that it seems like, this momentum of this downtrend is starting to slow down. Can you see that? And now it's putting sort of sideways movement in, and maybe the next step could be a slight increase, but we don't really see it yet. We don't really have the confirmation. The resistance here that we would need to overcome to get a first real signal it's moving would be 272, 273, the previous high here from the 8th of February. Until then, we still need to be ready for further downside, and to be honest, I probably need to put that fifth wave here now, but that's not so important, the micro count here anymore. We certainly have here in this third wave, which this probably is here, third wave, and then there should still be a fourth and a fifth, as explained in the last few videos. We have quite a few extensions in this one, quite unusual though. But this is what it is, and as long as we don't really make new highs here, further down movement or movements to the downside into the region of around 190, we cannot exclude that possibility. So it's still possible, but what we see is finally a slowing down of the downtrend, basically in the middle here of our target support area. Ideally, we start to move up from here. I very much prefer that, because the lower we go here directly in this third wave, the higher the probability that we will eventually not get a fourth. Which means if we go lower here, without putting a clear fourth wave, and I would have to change the wave count, I showed you that possibility in the previous video, would then have to go like this: wave, wave 1, wave 2, wave 3, wave 4, and wave 5. Not unlikely, especially given the situation, or the fact actually, that in Natgas and energy assets, you often get extended fifth waves. So it's something to keep in mind. Overall, I find the other count fits a little bit better, which is the one I have on the chart. That this is the 5-wave move, 1, 2, 3, and we are about to complete a third wave. We should then get a fourth and a fifth. So we won't really know that until we see how high does actually the wave 4 go. I did explain that in the previous video. So for me, it's like when it starts to move up from here now, I still have the fibs on the chart from the previous video. Then we've got basically three targets. The first one would be 347. That would be quite shallow for a fourth wave, especially after this strong decline. So ideally, I would like to see a bit of a rally to the upside. So ideally, the 38.2 fib at 412. That would be in line with the previous wave 4 high of the smaller degree. What you often see is these wave 4s come back to a wave 4 of the previous smaller degree. Would work well. Perfect target, 412, nice confluence. And also, on top of that, the 38.2 fib retracement is usually the ideal target for a fourth wave. Works 70%, 80% of cases. The 50% fib level would be sort of the maximum. That's at 464. Only if we break above that level, we have to assume that we are already in the next impulse to the upside, and that this is not a corrective move anymore. See, and we don't know that, so how to play that strategically? Well, if we assume anyway that prices should go up from here at some point in the near future, either in a substantial correction or in an impulse, then it might be worth adding a little bit, but that's up to you. So you can obviously add now in the support area, but then the risk is still there that we go down lower, or you wait for some kind of a confirmation like a trend change. So far, we haven't had that confirmation. At no point I've called out a low here so far. And even now I'm still careful, even though it's starting to move sideways. But it's starting to get more promising, right? At least we haven't so far made a new low. So these are solid signals now, and we start to see bullish divergences appear. Now, again, that's only an indication that things could be turning around. So it's the time to watch. We have enough waves to the downside to complete this correction. We need to be watching. I'm not telling you it's bottomed already, but we need to be watching. I mean, surely this could develop some kind of a double bottom. Who knows, right? We need to wait for a signal. Until then, we have to sort of give the benefit of the doubt to further continuation to the downtrend, because the trend is your friend until the end. But we see signals that it might be changing just now. Especially with tomorrow, CPI, or actually today here in the UK, with CPI, we could get the catalyst to get out of this, right? Of this mess here, and maybe finally put in this fourth wave to the upside. We'll see. It will be interesting tomorrow. I'll keep you updated. Hopefully you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.